Hi Year 10, it's Miss Rasmussen here with organisation lessons. If you're in core, this is your second lesson for week 1. Triple, it's your first lesson for week 2. So what we are looking at today is organisation. So first of all, just a quick recap on transport. What I'd like you to do is to copy and complete the sentences. So if you could pause the video, copy and complete 1 to 3, and then have a go at question 4. Make sure you are really convincing me of your answer on question 4, please. So just to recap, these are the facts that we looked at in the last lesson, and they're also in your fact book. So diffusion is the movement of particles from an area of high concentration to an area of low concentration. Active transport is the movement of particles from a low concentration to a high concentration through a partially permeable membrane, and that uses energy from respiration. And then osmosis is the movement of water from a dilute solution to a concentrated solution through a partially permeable membrane. And the question 4, if a cell is put into a concentrated sugar solution, what will happen to the mass and why? So the points you need to cover is that the cell will lose mass, and this is because it will be losing water. The reason for this is that the water is going to move from the cell into the solution because the inside of the cell is more dilute than the solution outside. So what we're looking at today is organisation. The facts that you need to know for this are as follows. So living organisms are organised in this order: organelles, cells, tissues, organ systems and organisms. Mitochondria, nucleus and chloroplasts are all examples of organelles. A tissue is a group of similar cells working together, for example leaf palisade, and then heart, liver, leaf and root are all examples of organs, and they are in your fact book as well. So when we're thinking about levels of organisation, what this is telling us is how these different things are built up to create a whole organism. So we start off with our organelles. So these are these subcellular structures that make up the cells. They'll then obviously make up a cell, and you can see it's in plants and in animals, so it's in both of them. The cells will then make up tissues. Tissues can then make up organs. We then get organs working together to create organ systems, and then all of that together will create this whole organism. So that's the levels of organisation. So what I'd like you to do is to have a go at matching up the structure to the description. So I've done it as a table. You can write it out as a table and add the lines, or you could write the organelle and what it does. So what I'd like you to do is to pause this video and have a go at matching the structure to the description. Give yourself about 5 to 10 minutes to get this done, and then come back and check your answers. Okay, so welcome back. I'm going to go through the answers. So the first structure, that's the smallest one, is the organelle, and what the organelle is, it's a cell structure that is specialised to carry out a specific function or job. So for example, the mitochondria is where respiration happens. The cell, that's what we talk about as the basic structural functional unit of a living organism. That's the main units that make anything up. A tissue is then groups of similar cells with similar structures that work together to perform a shared function. So for example, you could talk about muscle tissue. So you've got lots of muscle cells working together to contract to cause movement. Organ is then the next level of organisation, and an organ is a structure made up of a group of tissues working together to perform specific functions. So it's different types of tissues that come into there. And then your organ system is groups of organs with related similar functions, or ones that all work together, and they work together to perform body functions. So for example, your nervous system, that's going to include the brain, nerves, and linking in to create the movement response and everything else. So that's the definition. If you want to put a definition in for an organism, your organism is the whole thing, it's the whole living thing. So thinking about some examples, what I would like you to do is to draw out this table. So we've got organelles, cells, tissues, organ and organ systems, and then we're going to put some specific examples in. So what you'll need to do is pause the video and draw the table out. When you're ready, then press play again and there'll be some specific examples, so you can let them run through and then pause and add them into your table. Okay, so we should have our table ready to go. So these are the examples that I would like you to add in. If you're not 100% sure, please put them in using pencil, and then you can always adjust afterwards if you need to. So the ones I'd like you to sort into those different columns of your table is mitochondria, root hair cell, leaf palisade, heart, pollen, nucleus, roots, liver, chloroplasts, muscle tissue, nervous system, leaf, vascular system in plants, digestive system. When you've got those in, nerve cell as well. When you've got those in, can you do a colour code? So 3 colours. Are they found in plants? Are they found in animals? Or are they found in both? Colours don't matter, it's whatever you've got to hand. Just remember to put a key in at the bottom of your table so you can remember what that shows. So here are your answers. So if you could check, I've got blue for the animals, green for the plants, and yellow for animals and plants. So the examples of organelles is mitochondria, nucleus, they're found in both types of cell, and chloroplasts, which are only found in plant cells. We've then got the cells, so we've got pollen, nerve cell and root hair cell. So the nerve cell is from animals, pollen and root hair cell is in plants. Tissues, leaf palisade, so that's the top part of the leaf where all of the photosynthesis happens, and then in animals we've got muscle tissue. For the organs, we've got heart and liver, and that is found in the animals, and then roots and leaf, which are the plants. These organs for the plants tend to be the ones that are forgotten more often, so make sure you know the organelles, cells, tissues, organs and organ systems for plants and animals, please. And then organ systems, nervous system and digestive system, that is going to be for your animals. Vascular system in plants, so that's their transport, the xylem, the phloem, it's how they move nutrients around. But humans do also have a vascular system, that's why we've popped the in brackets in plants. So check your answers, make sure you've got all of that down. Now what you're going to do next is I would like you to research some of your own specific examples and then present your findings. It's up to you how you want to present them. You could do them as a diagram as shown, you could do it as a tissue. What I want you to be finding out is a type of cell that is going to be found in a tissue, which organ that tissue is going to be found in, and then which organ system that organ would be found in. So here's the example. We've got a red blood cell that is going to be found in blood, which is the tissue. That tissue is going to be part of the heart, which is the organ, and all of that is going to be part of the circulatory system. So I'd like you to get at least 4 examples, and one of which must be from a plant, please. Up to you how you do them, but please research, present your findings, and you can email that off to your biology teachers when it's done. So what we've looked at today is organisation, and these are the facts that I'd like you to have. So the living organisms are organised in the following order. Organelles make up cells, cells make up tissues, tissues make up organs, organ makes up organ systems, and organ systems make up organisms. Mitochondria, nucleus and chloroplasts are examples of organelles. A tissue is a group of similar cells working together, for example the leaf palisade. And then heart, liver, leaf, roots are all examples of organs. So those are your facts from your fact book. Again, core, this is week 1, lesson 2. Triple, this is week 2, lesson 1. So please make sure you're learning them. Any problems, pop onto Teams and ask a biologist. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.